Listen up, because I'm about to tell you something that could change the entire trajectory of your life. You need to grind every single day. Not just when you feel like it, not just when it's convenient, but every day. This isn't about taking shortcuts or hoping for a miracle. This is about showing up every day, regardless of the circumstances, and putting in the work required to get to the next level. We live in a world where people want results but are unwilling to do the work. They want the success without the sacrifice. But let me tell you something, success doesn't come easy, and it doesn't come quickly. It comes from consistency. It comes from grinding day in and day out, even when you don't see the immediate payoff. And I'm not talking about a quick burst of effort, I'm talking about sustained, relentless work that never stops, even when you don't feel like it. The first and most important lesson in grinding every day is this: commitment over convenience. Let me break it down for you. Everyone wants the outcome, the success, the recognition, but the real question is, are you willing to commit to the grind, even when it's not convenient? Too many people start something with passion and enthusiasm, but as soon as it gets hard, as soon as the excitement fades, they pull back. They say, I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe I'll try again next week. They're waiting for the right moment, the right mood, the right environment to start pushing. But here's the truth: there will never be a perfect time. There will never be a day when it's convenient to do the work, to take the necessary steps towards your goal. The grind isn't convenient. It's not comfortable. And it doesn't cater to your feelings or your schedule. If you want results, if you want success, you need to commit to showing up, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you're not in the mood. Commitment means doing the work when no one else is watching, when no one is cheering you on, when it feels like the world has forgotten about you. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, when you can see the fruits of your labor and when everyone is around you celebrating your progress. But the real test of your commitment comes when you're alone, when no one is telling you that you're on the right track, when no one is patting you on the back, and when the end result seems miles away. In those moments, that's when you need to dig deeper. That's when you need to remind yourself that the grind is worth it. And I'll tell you something, commitment is a mindset. It's a decision you make every single day to show up, to give your best, and to keep pushing forward regardless of the obstacles that come your way. It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for things to be easier. It's easy to say, I'll take it easy today, I'll work twice as hard tomorrow, but that mindset will never get you to your destination. The grind is about consistency, and consistency doesn't take days off. When you commit to something, you don't back out when it gets hard. You don't quit because of the small struggles. It's about understanding that the process will have its ups and downs, but the commitment is what will carry you through. You're not looking for shortcuts or easy ways out. You're looking for growth, for progress, for the long-term success that only comes through putting in the work every single day. In the world we live in, convenience is often the enemy of progress. We're surrounded by distractions, by things that promise instant gratification, by shortcuts that claim to make our journey easier. But that's not how you build something great. Greatness isn't achieved by taking the easy road or finding the quickest way to success. It's earned through relentless dedication, through commitment that stands firm even in the face of adversity. So I challenge you, stop waiting for the perfect moment to start grinding. Stop looking for the easiest way out. Embrace the grind, commit to it every day, and understand that the hard work you put in now is what will pay off in the future. You're building your future with every choice you make, and that future is worth every ounce of effort you put in today. The grind isn't about convenience, it's about consistency. And if you commit to it, you will see the rewards unfold in ways you never imagined. Purpose is the fuel that keeps the grind alive, even when the journey feels long and the road ahead seems uncertain. It's the reason you wake up in the morning, the reason you keep pushing when the world around you tells you to stop. Without purpose, the grind can feel like an endless cycle of work with no meaning, no direction. But when you have purpose, everything changes. Purpose makes the struggle worth it. Purpose gives you the energy to keep going when everything else tells you to quit. The grind is hard, make no mistake about it. You will face days where it feels like nothing is moving forward, where it seems like all your effort is going to waste. You'll encounter obstacles, setbacks, and challenges that test your willpower and your determination. And when those moments come, Your purpose is what will carry you through. It's the anchor that keeps you grounded, the driving force that pulls you forward when you feel like giving up. A person without purpose is like a ship without a rudder lost at sea, drifting aimlessly, waiting for something to guide them. But a person with purpose, no matter how stormy the sea or how rough the waters, has a destination. They know where they're headed, and that knowledge gives them the strength to keep moving, to keep grinding, even when the journey is tough. Purpose isn't something you find overnight. It's something you discover, something you build. It's born out of your values, your passions, your vision for what you want your life to be. When you connect with your purpose, you understand that the grind isn't just about the end result, it's about the journey, the process, and the impact you're making along the way. You're not grinding just to get a paycheck or to check off a box. You're grinding because your purpose is bigger than that. Your purpose is what drives you to make a difference, to leave a legacy, and to reach for something greater than yourself. In the face of negativity, in the face of doubt, purpose is what will pull you back on track. When the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, purpose is what will remind you why you started in the first place. It's what makes those early mornings and late nights feel worthwhile. Without purpose, the grind can feel like a burden. But with purpose, the grind becomes an exciting journey, even when it's difficult. Every single successful person has faced moments where they doubted themselves, where they questioned whether the grind was even worth it. But what kept them going was the clarity of their purpose. They knew that they weren't just working for the day, they were working for a bigger vision. That vision wasn't always clear in the beginning, but their purpose fueled them to keep going, to keep striving for more, even when the results weren't immediate. Purpose is what turns mundane tasks into meaningful actions. It's what gives you the determination to keep pushing when everyone else around you is giving up. You need to constantly remind yourself of your purpose, because without it, the grind can lose its meaning. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind, to focus on the work itself and forget why you started in the first place. But when you can connect the daily grind to your bigger purpose, it transforms your mindset and your actions. When your purpose is strong, setbacks become lessons, not roadblocks. Failures are simply stepping stones towards success. You realize that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and development. The grind is no longer something you just endure, it's something you embrace. You begin to see the grind as a tool that helps you shape your purpose, refine your vision, and grow into the person you need to become in order to fulfill that purpose. Purpose is also contagious. When you are driven by a clear, strong purpose, it inspires others around you. People can sense when someone is living with intention. It's magnetic. It attracts like-minded individuals, builds communities, and creates opportunities. Your purpose doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you. It motivates them to find their own purpose and to start grinding toward their goals with the same passion and determination you have. So if you're struggling with the grind, take a step back and reconnect with your purpose. What are you really working for? What drives you to wake up every day and give your best? Let that purpose guide you, let it fuel you, and let it keep you going, no matter how tough the grind gets. Because when you're working with purpose, the grind becomes not just an obligation, it becomes a mission. A mission worth every ounce of effort you pour into it. One of the hardest truths about grinding every day is that motivation will come and go. There will be days when you wake up feeling unstoppable, ready to take on the world, but there will also be days when you wake up and can barely drag yourself out of bed. Motivation is fleeting. It's the spark that gets you started, but it's discipline that keeps you going. If you rely on motivation alone to power your grind, you're setting yourself up for failure. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's the practice of showing up even when you don't feel like it, of doing the work, even when the excitement is worn off. It's about committing to your goals every single day, even when the enthusiasm fades. Motivation is what gets you to start, but it's discipline that gets you to finish. The grind doesn't care if you're motivated or not. The grind doesn't wait for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. The grind happens regardless of how you feel. That's why discipline is so crucial. You see, motivation is an emotion that comes and goes based on how you feel, what's happening in your life, or whether you see immediate results. But emotions are unreliable. Some days you'll feel energized, ready to conquer the world. On other days, the weight of the world will feel heavy, and you won't want to move an inch. If you wait for motivation to show up, you will find yourself stuck in a cycle of starts and stops. Discipline is different. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel. It's about sticking to your routine, your commitments, and your goals, no matter what. One of the best ways to build discipline is by creating strong habits. The power of habits cannot be underestimated. Successful people don't just happen to be successful. They've built systems and routines that make success inevitable. These habits don't rely on motivation. They are driven by discipline. Think about the small daily actions that add up over time: waking up early, exercising, working on your craft, reading, learning, setting goals, and following through. These actions might seem insignificant in the moment, but when done consistently, they create massive results. Discipline means you don't skip the small things even when no one is watching. It's the small habits repeated daily that compound into success.